I'm William, and welcome Mr. Power, which is the owner for Chateau Pomeaux. Please let us know a bit more about Pomeaux.
Thank you, William. Actually, William and I have known each other for about 20 years. I remember him from the days when he was the sommelier at Gaddy's at the Peninsula, and we've lost track a little bit of each other over the last year or two, but
Right.
I'm glad to see him here again tonight. Pomerol. Let me start with Pomerol, and then I'll tell you about this vineyard. Pomerol is the smallest of the major winemaking regions in Bordeaux. And in my opinion, the best. Of course, I have a little bit of a bias there, but it produces some of the highest quality wines in the world. It is a small place. The terroir, the combination of soil and air and all of the good things that go into wine are particularly good for Merlot Noir, which is, this wine is 100% Merlot. I don't know all the reasons, technical reasons behind that, but it works. It really does work. You have a soil that's a combination of clay and gravel, and in the subsoil, what's called crasper, which is iron deposits, which creates a flavor that is completely different than Merlot anywhere else in the world. You can have Merlot, of course, in every continent, but it doesn't taste like this Merlot.
Correct.
I decided after looking around the world to buy a winery for several years that I wanted to buy a property in Pomerol, and I started searching. It took me 3 years to be able to buy one because no property sold in those 3 years. Pomerol is a very small place. It's only 800 hectares in total, and there are 400 wineries. So they're small. They're typically family owned, and the people in Pomerol aren't eager to sell them to people outside Pomerol. There are a couple of large families that have several of these wineries, and if there's something available, they typically want to buy it. So I was fortunate that I caught one of the members of probably the most famous Pomerol family, the Moyex family, who was in the process of getting a divorce and needed to sell his property. And so I was able to buy it in 1998. I've been very lucky to do that and very happy to have done it. And so we began making wine then. I was also lucky at that time by being able to get together a terrific winemaking team, which is led by Michel Rolland, who I believe is probably the best winemaker in the world, and certainly for Merlot and certainly for Pomerol the best winemaker. Because Michel was born at Bon Pasteur, which is in Pomerol. His laboratory is in Pomerol, about a quarter of a mile from my property, and it's home to him, and he knows that territory and those grapes and that terroir better than anyone in the world. So I've been very lucky. We've now had 16 vintages, and I think it gets better and better every year.
And the wine is so good. The approach to the wine is now even a younger vintage. We can enjoy lots of great fruitiness, yet very refined and elegant, which I think is really suitable for our palate in Hong Kong, or
Yes, I
for the
think so.
food in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I think some of these wines that are more Cabernet based or Petit Verdot based are maybe too tannic,
A bit
too
harsh.
for Hong Kong tastes.
Yeah.
They're too harsh for my taste.
Me too.
These can be fabulous wines when they're 25, 30 years old, but if you drink them younger, you probably aren't going to enjoy them.
Yeah.
This is a wine that's approachable when it's young, and it's strong enough, powerful enough that it stays enjoyable for a long time. Some of the best wines in the world, the Latours and that sort of wine, it takes a long time for them to develop into something that you will find
Really mature.
enjoyable.
And when we look at the wine tonight, like 99, yes, it's your second vintages.
Yes.
But for the wine, I think which is really nice to drink now.
Oh,
And
it's very
so good, mature.
it's very ready. Yes.
It doesn't look like that 20 years young. 20 years old.
No, it's still very fresh and very young, but it's right in its peak, I think, right now. It's a wine that's been good from the beginning. We were fortunate to receive the Coupe de Cour from the top French wine magazine for the 99 vintage. They said we were the best Pomerol, tied with Petrus. The same year, Decanter magazine, which is the top English magazine, gave us Wine of the Month for the 99 vintage, and several of the other publications said very good things about it, including Parker and Wine Spectator and those sorts of places. So it's been a wine that from the beginning was well thought of, and I think it just gets better and better.
Yeah. And I still remember when I am introducing the wine to our customer in the restaurant. Yes, they have not yet seen the label before,
yes.
But okay, we just get a bad. We open a bottle of wine and let you try.
Yes.
You like it, please enjoy it. If you don't like it, no problem. We can have it back and.
I hope you didn't get many back.
Never.
That's good.
So, which is a really a quality information for our customer and to our market as well, which easier for us to have put it on our list and to let our customer to know.
Well, I'm glad you did, and thank you again for doing that. We've appreciated that.
Yeah, yes. Very good response and very good feedback as well.
Yes, I think most people, and I'm of course biased in saying this, but I think most people, if they taste it, they will enjoy it.
Yes.
Most people, unfortunately, in Hong Kong don't have the confidence to taste things themselves and decide what they like. They want to be told. They want Robert Parker to tell them how many points the wine has. It's not the way I think to enjoy wine. If you're going to go by Parker ratings, go by his descriptions, not by his points.
Correct.
Read what he has to say about them. Those are meaningful. I think the points are completely unmeaningful things.
The point is that giving let's say for busy people who have less time for enjoying wine, to analyze
Yes.
wine, to have a benchmark on,
Yes.
on a very early stage. But in time, for us, we are learning descriptors in
Yes.
a way. So for Mr. Podcast, yes, we do enjoy to read the descriptions.
Yes.
But to me, the Parker point, yes, is good. But well, more or less, I look into more the descriptions.
Yes, I think that's much more
And
important.
to taste wine, yes, we have to taste it by ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. And if you're going to take someone's advice, take the advice of somebody like William, who's a sommelier who has tasted these wines himself and can help you match them with the food you're eating with them. I think that's hugely important too. You don't just drink wine in a vacuum. Wine is part of a lifestyle, and food is very much a part of that. The kinds of wines you enjoy, it's important to know that. What kind of grapes you enjoy. This is all something that a good sommelier like William can help you learn, and you can become a better taster, which will make you a lot happier than just taking something that is 98 points by Robert Parker that may be completely inappropriate for what you're eating or for the kinds of wines you enjoy.
Correct.